What's going on, everybody? Browser here, bringing you back to the tutorial world. So today we are going to be building a fully automatic bamboo farm. Very simple. I'll kind of show y'all how this works. Click that button and it's almost like the old school zero tick. However, we're bone milling it. Very easy, and as you see, it's just piling in. Anyways, let's get up here and I'll show y'all what you need to build this. Alright, so for this build, we're going to need 6 pieces of glass. We'll also need 6 glass pane. Okay, we are going to need 2 dispensers, 2 minecart with hopper. This will not work if it does not have the hopper in there. 2 pistons, 2 observers, 2 pieces of bamboo, 8 hoppers, 1 comparator, 2 repeaters, 28 building blocks. You'll need 3 levers. Technically you only need 1 because these 2 are for the piston, and after you activate the piston you don't need them anymore, so you could use this one, but we're just going to say 3 to make this easier. We're going to need 2 rails, 4 chests, 2 pieces of dirt. It doesn't have to be grass blocks, it can just be normal dirt. You're going to need 8 redstone dust and a bunch of bone meal. So let's get over here and show y'all how to do this. So for this build, we're going to start off by doing a 3 by 5. Okay, so what I mean by that is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then this is going to be 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that, and again, we did our 3, and that's going to be 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to clean up the center. Next, we're going to take this down 1 more block, just like this. I'm going to go ahead and explain this. That way, y'all can get the placement right before you build it. Okay? We are going to be making, on this tutorial, the collection system right here. So these 2 blocks, right here and right here, that's where our collection is going to be. Technically, it's going to be down here, but this back side, just so you know. Okay, so those 2 blocks that we pointed out right here and right here, we're going to go ahead and take our hoppers and face them into those dirt blocks. If you look at the hopper, how it's going in there, this is eventually going to connect up to a chest. Okay, so you're going to place a hopper right beside that, both of them facing into it, and then a hopper into the back of both of those, like so. Next, if we come up here in this open area, we're going to go ahead and grab our redstone dust. We're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, then if you look back at that opposite wall, remember our bin's going into this wall, so we want to look at that wall. We're going to grab our comparator, make sure we have our repeaters as well. Facing that back wall, we're going to take our comparator and place that just like so, and we're going to click this front little button so it turns on, just like that. Next, we're going to come up 2, so this is 1, 2. We're going to make our turn just like that, and then we are going to take our next repeater, looking back at the hopper, and place it just like so. So you have your comparator right here and your repeater right here, kind of diagonal across from each other. You don't have to mess with the tick delay on this one, so don't worry about that. So you don't have to do any of that. Just leave it where it was. Okay, after you get your repeater facing into the hopper, you're going to take 1 more piece of redstone dust and you're going to place it right here. It should have created a circuit going into this. So what we're doing right now is we're making the clock to be able to activate when we turn it on, to be able to feed in the bone meal and basically creating the ticking system. So from this back area, we're going to go ahead and go 1 more redstone dust over. We're going to come up, going towards the hopper again, place 1 more redstone, and then go ahead and grab your repeater and face your repeater into this back hopper right here, just like so. I'm going to fly up so y'all can get a better view of this. Okay, next we're going to go to the front of these hoppers. So these 2 blocks were the ones where the chest was going to go. That's where we're going to be at. Looking down at this piece of redstone right here, we're going to go ahead and take our building block, and we're going to go ahead and place a piece of building block directly on top of it. So all you have to do is click it. And it should leave that gap right in between. Okay, so in front of this building block, this block right here, we're going to go ahead and remove that one. And then we're going to remove the one right below that. And we're going to place another solid block right here. So if you see the redstone, that's correct. And then you're going to basically have that redstone running into this block. The reason why we do that is for one of our levers. Our lever is going to go onto this building block right here, just like that. So from here, where we just put the lever, we're going to basically step down onto these hoppers right here, and we're going to go ahead and grab our observer. Okay, go to the back side of this hopper right here, and you have this repeater and this redstone dust right here. If you jump and right click, you can place your observer looking down how we need it. So just like that. If you see the red dot right here, you did it correctly. Okay, we're going to do the same thing right here. However, you might want to shift click onto it. Oop. See, if you don't shift click, that's what happens. So we can jump onto this observer, shift click, and we will see both the dots. Everything is correct. So to kind of give y'all an idea of what it looks like above, this is what it is. All right, so next we're going to go ahead and test our system. When we click this lever, everything should start pulsating and these lights should start flickering. Okay, so let's see if we did it right. See how that's pulsating down there? That means our clock is working and these are pulsating correctly, like flickering lights. All right, that means it's on. We're going to go ahead and turn this off. Perfect. Now, this is where it may get a little confusing, but I'm going to try to walk y'all through it as best as possible. All right, go ahead and grab 2 of your rails. Go ahead and grab 2 of your levers. And you want to go ahead and grab your 2 pistons and your 2 minecart with hopper. What we're going to do is we're going to go to this back hopper right here that is basically right in front of the observer. We're going to shift and click onto the hopper with the rail. And we're going to make a line just like that. So we have the 2 rails right there. Next, we're going to take both of the minecart with hoppers and we're going to place them onto these rails. So you're going to place one here and one here. Okay. Next, we're going to come to either side and we're going to go down to where we can crouch and see the rail. Okay. We're looking at that rail and we're going to go ahead and hit that rail. If you did it right, the minecart with hopper should stay directly on top of this hopper. If not, well, you're probably missing a minecart with hopper and it's probably in this hopper right here or over there. So next we're going to get out of that hole. We're not going to fill it up and we're going to go to this one over here and we're going to do the same thing. Okay, look down at the rail and remove the rail. Next, we're going to go ahead and take our 2 dirt. So we're going to place 1 dirt right here. If you look onto this redstone right beside the minecart with hopper and click it, it should be perfect. Now, if we're looking at it, we're going to be removing the block right here. Okay? When we remove that block, we're going to put a piston in that space that we just opened up. And if you did it right, you have the piston, the wooden part right here, facing your dirt. Go ahead and place your lever down on top of the piston and activate it. If you have done it right, you have now wedged a piece of dirt directly inside of your minecart with hopper. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to place our dirt right here, remove the block right beside it, and place our piston looking into that dirt. We're going to go on top of the piston, we're going to place our lever, and then we're going to activate it. And just like that, we have 2 pieces of dirt right where we need them. Now we can go ahead and remove the piston here and the piston here. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab the dispensers, our 2 pistons that we just removed, and our building blocks. Okay, what you're gonna do is on top of this observer, you're gonna crouch. You don't have to, but I like to kind of get me a little bit more level. And you're gonna place the dispenser where it kind of has the shocked face. So we're gonna place them side by side, just like so, looking into your dirt. Okay? Then on top of those, you want to shift click, and we want our pistons on top of both of those. So that's what we got so far. Next, let's go ahead and fill in our mess. So we can fill in this hole over here. You want to leave this one open because, I mean, you can't place a block there without flicking the lever. We're going to go ahead and place a block here. We're going to shift click we can look into this one and get all of our grass or dirt back over this. Now we're going to go ahead and flick this lever. If you have done this right, the pistons now should be activated along with the dispensers, but we don't have anything in there. We don't need anything in there right now. So you should see both of the pistons pushing out. Ready? All right. And if you hear that clicking noise, that is actually your dispensers. Okay. So let's go ahead and turn that off because that's a bit noisy. All right. Our next step is looking down at these two hoppers right here. We're going to go ahead and shift and click directly into those hoppers. If you've done it right, it should look like that, where it goes directly down into it. And we're going to do that to both sides, just like this. Okay. Then you're going to go ahead and take your last two hoppers while we have them. Go ahead and shift into the back of your dispensers. So one here, and shift click into there. Just like that. We're going to go ahead and grab our 4 chests, and we're going to go ahead and click them on top of these two hoppers right here and right here. That way we can feed bone meal in there without having to manually put them in each one of those. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and make our staircase down just like so. Make our staircase down just like that. So you should be able to see your 2 hoppers with both of the ends sticking towards you. You have your lever right here. And we're going to go ahead and put our other 2 chests for our collection right here and right here. This is just to get you by. I would suggest, let's go ahead and fix that. I would suggest placing chests like this, or making a water source or a water elevator somewhere else, because this will fill up quick if you're not fast. This will fill up quick if you're not careful. Alright, now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and off of this block, we're going to make our line, and we want to make it flush with basically your piston and your dispenser, just like that. And we're going to bring it up a total of 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you want to place them on top of your pistons as well, making it all the way across. This one right here, you don't have to have it if you don't have the slabs. So what we're going to go ahead and, or not the slabs. This one right here, you do not have to have it if you do not have enough glass panes. This block right here, we don't have to have it. We have enough glass panes, so we want it to go all the way across. So we're going to remove that. Next, we're going to do the same thing without falling in a hole on this side. However, we're going to start right outside of your hopper, which is right here. And then we're going to make our line. We can remove this one, and we're going to take this up to where it's flush. Now you want to bring these front ones up the same way, just like so, and then connect them at the top. And we're going to bring that one up and then connect it. Now you can go ahead and fill in your roof all the way, and then we'll get down. If you want to, you can go ahead and spawn proof that up there. You can either place slabs, or you can place torches, or whatever you may need. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and take our glass panes. Okay. You can place glass panes over here. However, I prefer placing the solid glass right here and then placing the glass panes here. You can put, the reason why we have to place glass panes here is if you look at it, when the bamboo gets bone milled right here, if you have a solid piece of glass, and I'll kind of show you all the difference real quick. If you have a solid compared to the glass pane, it won't collect, if you notice that. So we want to place the glass panes up front. You can place them on the sides. However, we're going to place the full ones on the side, just like that. So glass panes up front, full panes on the side. All right, so this is basically done. This is just a shell. You can make it look a lot better, or you can keep it this way. However, this gets the job done. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab our bone meal. Like I said, you're going to need a lot. And in the back, we're going to go ahead and place our bone meal. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill this whole chest up. And as you see, it's filling in. Just to kind of show you, here's the dispenser, everything's going in. Now the build's technically done. Let's go ahead and test it. You want to make sure both of your bamboo is in there. So that's something that you may need to do. I'm on creative, so I can just break that. So next we hop down here by our chest, turn it on. And there it is. Now we want to go ahead and test this to make sure everything's going through. You may get some backup, if you notice, or some buildup right here, but that's just because it's trying to collect as much as it can. Okay, so it's coming in this chest, and it's coming in this chest. And that is it, guys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you're new, consider subscribing. But until next time, I will see y'all later.